Right now, you're sitting at your desk, staring at the dreaded red text at the bottom of your screen. You are out of messages until 4 p.m. You curse Anthropic. You complain that the Claude is too restrictive. You think you are a victim of a greedy tech company forcing you to upgrade your plan. You are completely mathematically wrong. Claude is not punishing you, you are punishing yourself. Claude does not count messages, it counts tokens. And because you treat this highly advanced computational matrix like a human intern, chatting with it, sending one-line corrections, and uploading the same PDF 5 times, you are bleeding computational capital, you are burning token on garbage data. Before I give you the exact 10 steps architectural protocol to optimize your token consumptions, eliminate limit warnings, and execute tasks with absolute mathematical efficiency, hit the subscribe button and press the notification bell. I post daily videos showing you exactly how to navigate the global tech and labor market using cold, hard engineering logic. You do not want to miss these blueprints. If you learn how to manipulate the token economy, you will never hit a limit again. In fact, you will realize you have an absolute surplus of cognitive bandwidth. Grab a notebook. It is time to stop acting like an amateur chatbot user and start operating like an AI architect. Welcome back, I'm Dr. HR. To understand why my approach to the artificial intelligence is aggressively different from the generic prompt engineering threads you read on LinkedIn, you must understand my underlying architecture. I hold a PhD in human resources, a master's from prestigious Tata Institute of Social Sciences TISS in Mumbai, and a bachelor's in computer engineering. I do not look at large language models as conversational agents. I look at them as a token processing engine operating on the ground here in Dubai since 2010, consulting for Apex corporate entities. I see executives wasting millions of APIs credit and daily limits because they lack algorithmic discipline. Today, we are going to fix your workflow. We are going to deconstruct the exact math behind context window, the architecture of caching, and the chronological arbitrage of our Anthropic's rolling servers. Let us dismantle the 10 habits you must change today. Phase 1. The mathematics of context decay. The most catastrophic mistake you are making is treating Claude like a human text message thread. We must fix your conversational mechanics. 1. Edit your prompt. Do not send a follow-up. When Claude outputs a response that isn't quite right, your biological instinct is to reply, "No, I meant this," or "That's not what I wanted." Fix the third paragraph. Never do this again. Large language models do not have a persistent human memory. Every single time you send a message, Claude must reread the entire conversation history from the first word. You are forcing the machine to retokenize context that didn't even help you. Look at the mathematical formula for your token cost per message, where S equals to average token per exchange and N equals to message count. At an average of 500 tokens per exchange, that is, 5 messages cost you 7,500 tokens, 10 messages cost you 27,500 tokens, 30 messages cost you 232,000 tokens. Message 30 cost 31 times more than message 1. You are experiencing algorithmic hyperinflation. The execution. Instead of replying, hover over your original prompt, click Edit, fix the instruction, and click Regenerate. The old, flawed exchange is completely deleted from the context window. It is replaced, not stacked. Fix the prompt, do not feed the history. 2. The 15-message kill switch. Start a fresh chat. Because of the mathematical compounding I just explained, letting a chat run endlessly is computational suicide. If you have a chat with 100 plus messages, you are burning over 2.5 million tokens per interaction. A recent developer audit revealed that in long chat, 98.5% of your tokens are spent purely on machine rereading its own history. Only 1.5% of your limit is actually going toward generating the new answer. You are paying the machine to read its own diary. The execution. You must implement a strict 15 to 20 message kill switch. When the chat hits 20 messages, you issue this command. Summarize the core facts, established parameters, and current status of this project into dense 300-word payload. You copy that payload, open a brand new chat, paste it as your first message, and continue. You just reset your token burn rate to 0 while maintaining the context. Phase 2. Cognitive compression and caching. Now that we have stopped the bleeding, we must optimize how your data load into the machine. 3. Batch your questions. Cognitive compression. Amateurs believe that splitting questions into separate bite-sized messages makes it easier for the AI. This is a biological biased thinking. 3 separate prompts equal 3 separate context load. 1 prompt with 3 tasks equals 1 context load. Instead of typing, summarize this 10-page article, wait for response. Now list the main point, wait for response. Now suggest a headline. You must compress the data. Summarize this article, extract a bulleted list of main points, and output 3 optimal headlines. The engineering logic. You save tokens twice. First, you prevent the compounding context reload. Second, the output is actually structurally superior because the LLM processes the entirety of your intent simultaneously, aligning the summary directly with the headline generation. 3 tasks, 1 prompt, absolute efficiency. 4. Upload recurring files to project. Architectural caching. If you are uploading your corporate brand guideline, a legal contract, or a 50-page PDF into a new chat every morning, you're destroying your limit. Claude is re-tokenizing that massive document every single time. You must utilize the projects feature, the execution. When you upload a file into a Claude project knowledge base, it gets cached. Caching is ultimate token hack. Every new conversation you start inside that specific project references the document without burning your active token limit to read it. Again, if you work with recurring brief, style guides, or code-based structures, caching your context will reduce your token spend by 80%. 5. Set your memory and user preferences. How many times have you typed, act as an expert B2B marketer? I write in a cold, analytical style. I prefer short paragraph and bullet points. Every time you type that, you are wasting tokens. Claude now possesses persistent memory. The execution. Go to settings, then memory and user settings. Hard code your operational persona, your formatting preferences, and your business context into the system once. Claude will silently inject this metadata into the system prompt of every new chat. Stop repeating yourself. Phase 3. Algorithmic discipline and model routing. You do not use a sledgehammer to drive a thumb back. You must deploy the correct computational weight for the task. 6. Turn off features you are not actively using. Anthropic recently introduced web search, external connectors, and advanced thinking nodes. These features are powerful, but they are incredibly token heavy. They inject massive amount of hidden system tokens into your prompt. If you are just asking Claude to format an email or proofread a document you just wrote, you do not need it searching the internet or executing a deep thinking loop. The execution. Turn off the search and tools toggle. Keep advanced thinking turned off by default. Only activate these heavy computational features if your first standard attempt fails. Rule of thumb. If you did not intentionally turn it on for a specific reason, turn it off. 7. Use Haiku for simple tasks, model tiering. Choosing the right model is the most critical macroeconomic decisions you will make in your daily workflow. Most user defaults to Claude 3.5 or 4.6 or Opus for everything. This is the massive waste of resource. For grammar checking, basic brainstorming, JSON formatting, quick translation, or extracting text, you must use Claude 4.6 or Claude Haiku. Haiku is blindingly fast and operates at fraction of the token cost of Sonnet or Opus, the mental model. Haiku, quick task, low complexity, minimal token cost. Sonnet, real work, coding, complex drafting, medium cost. Opus, extreme deep thinking, high-level synthesis, massive cost. By routing your mundane tasks through Haiku, you instantly free up to 50 to 70% of your token budget for the tasks that actually require apex intelligence. Phase 4. Chronological Arbitrage. You must understand the physical reality of cloud computing. Anthropic has server farms. These servers have peak loads. If you understand the timing of the load, you can manipulate your limits. 8. Spread your work across the day, the 5-hour window. The Claude system does not give you a daily limit that resets at midnight. It operates on a rolling 5-hour window. This means your limit gradually recovers. The tokens you burned at 9 a.m. falls off your ledger by 2 p.m. If you sit down at 8 a.m. and aggressively burn through 200,000 tokens in one continuous chat, you will hit the limit by 10 a.m. and you will be logged out. The execution. Do not batch your AI work into one massive session. Divide your day. Execute your heavy generative task in the morning. Step away to do your human deep work. Return in the afternoon to execute the next phase. By spacing your request, you constantly replenish your rolling limits. 9. Work during off-peak hours, the Anthropic penalty. This is the most critical update for the 2026 operator. Starting March 26, 2026, Anthropic fundamentally altered how they calculate limit based on server stress. During peak hours, specifically 5 a.m. to 11 a.m. Pacific Time, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern Time, on weekdays, Anthropic penalizes your users. The exact same prompt in the exact same chat will drain your 5-hour limit significantly faster during this window than it will be at 8 p.m. Your weekly total capacity hasn't changed, but the weight of your queries fluctuates based on global traffic. The execution. You must execute chronological arbitrage. If you have a massively resource-intensive task like analyzing a 100-page financial report or rewriting an entire code base, do not run it during US East Coast chat morning hours. Schedule your heaviest computational lift for the evening, early morning, or weekends. If you are operating outside the US, in Dubai, Europe, or Asia, calculate the time zone overlap and avoid generating heavy output when New York logs on. Phase 5, the sovereign failsafe. Even with the perfect algorithmic discipline, there will be a day when a massive corporate crisis requires you to burn through millions of tokens in a single hour. You cannot afford to be locked out of your system during a crisis. 10. Enable extra uses, the safety net. If you are an Apex operator using the Pro, Max 5x or Max 20x plan, you must establish your failsafe. Go to Setting, then Uses and Enable Overage feature. When you enable this, Claude will not present you with a red lockout screen when your rolling session limit is hit. Instead, it seamlessly switches your account to pay-as-you-go billing at raw API rate. You can set a strict monthly spending cap, example $10 to $20, so you do not receive an unexpected corporate bill. The engineering logic. This final step is not about saving tokens, it's about protecting your professional sovereignty. If you are in the middle of closing a massive deal, drafting a crisis response PR document, or fixing a fatal bug in your software, being logged out of your intelligence engine for 5 hours is unacceptable. You gladly pay the extra $2 in API overage fee to ensure your workflow is never interrupted by the system limit. Look closely at how you interact with the machine. If you are constantly hitting limits, it is because you're treating a multi-billion-dollar supercomputer like a casual text messaging app. You are feeding it its own history, you're failing to cache your data, and you're running your heaviest task during peak server congestion. You must transition from a passive user to an algorithmic architect. Edit the prompt, do not feed the history, initiate the 15-message kill switch, cache your file in projects, route your mundane tasks to Haiku, and execute the Chronicle arbitrage to avoid the peak hour penalties. At first, the strict protocol will feel difficult, but once you hardwire these 10 habits into your daily execution, you will never see a limit warning again. You will operate with a massive surplus of computational power. Process the data, execute the strategy, and I'll see you at the